Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed, enjoying life wherever you are. This is a Sagittarius season read for my air signs. If you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, highly aspected, this read is likely for you. We'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's already shuffled. I've already meditated and prayed. We will do 3 rows. The first row will be your recent past. The second row will be your current energy. The third row will be your future. We'll grab some clarifying cards. The bottom of the deck holds the overall energy for your read. If you would like to book with me, you can do so at the email listed in the description box. But we're going to go ahead and get into your read, air signs. I hope you're enjoying this season. I hope you're really enjoying the Sagittarius season, or I'd like to say that my reads are timeless, so that at that point you just apply, like I just said, recent, past, current, and future energy, rather than end of Scorpio season, Sagittarius season, and the beginning of Capricorn season, like we like to pretend. Not necessarily pretend. Sorry, that sounded really bad. But like, some people are so set on having to do them at a certain time. So that's all I meant. I am not one of those people, but you do what you want. Okay, air signs. You have the Sagittarius card. You do have the Aquarius card in reverse for your recent past. Not liking that. I don't know why that's making me so nervous, but it is. No. You have the Leo card, strength, for your current energy. If you're interested, check out my pick a card readings as well. You have the Scorpio card, death, as well. You only have one not major arcana so far. Oh, there we go, 2 of Pentacles. The Justice card, a Libra could be of significance. The Page of Cups. And why everything wants to fall? You have the Fool. A lot of major arcana. 1 clarifying card. You got 2 more. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to check the layout and then we'll get started, air signs. I hope you're enjoying the season whenever you watch it. Okay. Oh, that looks, wow. There we go. That's a little better. Sorry, my layouts change like all the time. I'm doing my best. Hope you like it. Anywho, I like making the content, so I hope you enjoy it too. I'm gonna go with this layout, air signs. I hope you like it. You do have the 3 of Cups for your overall energy, for the theme of your story. I do like this. I like that you do have the 3 of Cups. It is friendship, community, happiness. So for this read, experiencing that or on the path to it. Okay? Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about that star in reverse, shall we? Okay, the star in reverse actually represents, in your recent past, experiencing some form of discouragement, faithlessness, or true insecurity. whether it's in your community, your home life, or in your friendships. But for some reason, going through that true feeling of either within yourself having insecurity and faithlessness, or outside discouragement, outside faithlessness, outside insecurity. The Knight of Pentacles does represent, of course. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard a noise and I wasn't sure what it was. Sorry. So I froze for a minute to listen. The Knight of Pentacles, back on track. Efficiency, hard work, and responsibility. The Temperance card. I love that you did get the Sagittarius card for your read. You guys, I love it. The Middle Path, patience, finding meaning, right? So whether if this was an insecurity within yourself or outside, whether it doesn't matter if it's faithlessness within yourself or outside, if it's you being discouraging to yourself or others being discouraging, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Ultimately, it matters that, or how it's impacting, but recognizing where it's not healthy, efficient, not good for like creating kind of like responsible environments, right? So and taking a more middle path on it, being more patient with it, finding meaning through what is more efficient rather than what is not, in any way, shape, or form with your community, your home life, or your friendships. So this is like at home or wherever, but either they were being like that or you were, and recognizing how it's not healthy and why, and taking a more grounded middle path, you and them, right, in the recent past. You do have, I know I already talked about this, air signs, a lot of major arcana. The Strength card, the Death card, and the Two of Pentacles and the current energy. So the Strength card, I like to call it the having self-compassion card. You need to have inner strength when this card usually comes out in my personal reads. But it does represent courage, inner strength, conviction, and sometimes compassion, right? Being compassionate with those around you and yourself. Being able to be more secure in that ability, right? For the sake of your community or your friendships or your home life. Being more compassionate with yourself and others. The Death card can be a representation of a lot of different things. It represents Scorpio. By definition, it represents ending of cycle, new beginning, change, and metamorphosis. It is the true card of when one door open, or when one door closes, another opens. The rebirth cycle, everything in our universe that continues on a cycle, right? If you you might have to be compassionate, as there might be a death in your family or your friendship or your community, which is hard to overcome, of course. And you might have to, with that Two of Pentacles, being balancing decisions, priorities, and adaptations. It's adapting through whatever this major change is. Being compassionate with yourself and others through whatever this major change is. Being very adaptable, which is an air sign trait, right? We are adaptable typically. We tend to be less of, I hate to be mean, but we do tend to be more logical because we work with air. We are the swords of the elemental energetic chaos, if you will. But there is in your current energy a note, an air, your guides pleading with you to be compassionate with those around you through whatever change happens in the current energy, with yourself and those, because regardless of what it is, it's a big change. It's a big door that shuts and a big one that opens or something like that, but it takes adaptation. It takes being courageous and compassionate and having the inner strength to overcome the change. And that's prevalent in your current energy with that much major arcana. It's in the recent path, taking the middle path, and the current energy, making the changes that need made, and adapting in a way that's, that's very like healthy and going to create healthy change, right? I need to take a sip of my water. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, so in your future air signs, you've got the Justice card, the Page of Cups, and the Fool. This Justice card has been in this is the third read, so been in every read. People are at the end of this year of 2025 because it's the end of the snake here and we're walking into the dark horse. People are very focused on not repeating loops. What is cause and effect with the Justice card, right? The Justice card literally represents cause and effect. It can represent law, clarity, justice, truth, divine truth, but ultimately it is that universal law, right? Regardless of what you practice, but it's the universal law of cause and effect, which is not arguable regardless of what religion or society you belong to. It is not a law that can be debated. Cause and effect inevitably exists. So because of that true understanding, in the future air signs, there's some form of, because we love to pattern watch, right? Every single one of us loves to pattern watch. There's some sort of happy surprise coming in that creates a very innocent new beginning. Because whatever major change takes place during Sagittarius season, then or whenever you're watching this, but then during Capricorn season, it's transitioning into, okay, well, this works this way and this works that way. So I'm going to adapt this way because I want what I want, right? So with the Page of Cups being a happy surprise, okay, it's being some form of like dreamer sensitivity energy, but I like to go with that happy surprise. It's a form of like emotional contentment that's just not something you necessarily expected, but it's like a gift from the universe. It's not an ace, but I mean, it is something that represents like, this is something you might have dreamed of. This is something that will create happy, positive wealth in your cup, which is a big deal for air signs, right? We love our cup to be filled because it makes us more energetic. Inevitably, we're more likely to just wander and enjoy and chatter when we have a filled cup. Air signs get quiet when something's wrong, actually. So that is, it's like in your future, whatever lessons you've learned, there's some sort of happy surprise that blesses you. And with the Fool being new beginning, innocence, wonder, foolishness, it's some form of understanding that, okay, if I can do this, this, and this, and then because I'm working in a positive manner, in a universal law-abiding manner, there are inevitably happy surprises that keep popping up. And because I'm following the law of Dharma, if you will, I'm creating good, not bad. I'm not creating karma for myself. I'm creating good. I'm creating Dharma. So there's more happy surprises in the future, and it allows you to take on whatever new beginnings you want, air signs. Whatever new friendships you want, whatever new community you want, whatever you want to connect with, to build, to bubbly talk, whatever you want, it's there. You know, because you're here to share logic. That's an air sign. You need to do what you're here for. You need to be able to socialize if you're Libra, because it's what you're good at. You're good at creating networking connections. You need to be able to codify information and share it with others if you're an Aquarius. You need to be able to storytell if you're a Gemini. You need to be able to do these things. Period. You need to be able to create the connections so that you can do these things. And it's very much there in the future. So let's grab your clarifying cards. Oh, I love that. You did get the Geminian card, the Lovers appeared. You did get the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Swords. There's been a trend of at least one ace in every read, as well as the Justice card. I like that you did get, of course, the Air Ace. Love it. Love that we got our beautiful logical sword as a gift from the universe. Air signs love our sword, love our logic, love our clarity, love our ability to cut through the bullshit because we understand universal law, right? It's just like a thing for us. So with the Lovers card, remember that your overall story card right here, the Three of Cups, is friendship, community, happiness, creating that home through that happiness, right? Regardless of if it's where it is. With the Lovers card, it's representing relationships, union, choices, and love. It really does represent love. It's not just like supposed to be, of course, the angel looking down on the couple, but it is also. The angels up in the clouds, right? That everybody's heard that song, The Ordinary by I think it's Alex Warren. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's fantastic. But it's about the different deities and gods and etc., whatever you believe in, watching us from above and seeing the third dimension play out on the world stage, right? And connecting relationships to create good. Why they interact with us to create positive things, right? So you want to create happy connections, relationships. You want to create love, regardless of what type of air sign you are. So with the Seven of Wands, you do have this energy of perseverance, mounting a defense, and maintaining a control. And with the Ace of Swords, you're being very clear-minded on it. The universe is gifting you with clarity, with sharp-minded abilities, with breakthroughs after breakthroughs, so that you can actually be efficient with creating what you want and persevering with mounting whatever defenses you need, with defending your relationships, your choices, your unions, your love, and just being very clear-minded on that, on the ability to pour into others' cups, and the ability to share with others, and the ability to be connected, because that's the Star card, right? When it is in reverse, it represents this awkward energy of discouragement, faithlessness, and insecurity. But ultimately, we want it to be upright. We want to go back to that energy, right, of hope, faith, rejuvenation, rebuilding, healing. And these cards really kind of represent that, the ability to create the change that is needed, or to walk away from relationships that are not creating that, if they are not creating happiness, or like the ability to feel kind of united, right? Then they aren't worth your time. And being clear on it, no longer making excuses and thinking why, or also about your own behavior, right? But being very clear-minded on what to cut off, when, and why, and how to persevere through whatever you might need to defend yourself on, with this kind of like new beginning that is coming in for you, with a lot of change around it. Air signs, a lot of change. You have the Ace of Swords as a gift to cut through the bullshit and to walk clearly into the new path. But it's definitely there. Like, there's a lot of change here during this read. And there's like potentially different types of connections that you need to make to like better your community and yourself. That will be kind of, like I said, the angels or whoever you believe in will be in a way trying to conduct connections by putting you in the same rooms as people, by putting you on the same videos as people, on somehow connecting you to these different types of people that will create these positive relationships, these true unified partnerships, rather than what might have seemed as chaos and in no way connection previously. So air signs, I hope you enjoyed the content. I always enjoy making it. I will see you in the next read. I hope you have a beautiful season. Again, if you'd like to book with me, please do so at the email listed in the description box. Have a beautiful season.